Let's go. That was funny. That was funny. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to an episode of Brent Presents the Play Call. We here. The team is here. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. Nikki got a camera off because she's being safe, y'all. So she'll bless us here when she's in a safe place. June, you good?
Doing amazing. Happy to see y'all.
Dude, I feel like you like a vampire in the low, bro. You don't look older, you look the same, you know. Just envious, man. Nikki, how you?
You know.
I'm doing good.
You know, does Lamar have an agent yet? Anyways, hey Bree, what we got first up to bat, baby? Let's go. Let's kick this thing off, and let's get it going.
So first, we have podcast news. We created a Facebook page
Yes, we did.
last week.
I was about to hit the
If you
wrong
go on
button.
Facebook and search,
It's been bad.
so if you go on Facebook and search Frank Presents the Play Call, we have a profile and a page. So make sure you go like it, go show us some love. We're still going to amp it up a little bit once we get more pictures, more stuff, discussions. We'll also be posting our predictions each week on there once the season starts back up, and it'll give fans opportunity to post their predictions as well. So I'm excited.
I'm excited too. This episode would actually go on that, and then we can advertise it. And I can still tag our personal pages so it can show up. So, I'm actually happy.
So first, what we have up is Bill Belichick and the Patriots versus Mac Jones. So just a little backstory. There were talks of the Patriots potentially trading Mac Jones to another team. And then it came out that the Patriots did not like that Mac Jones went to the University of Alabama facility to practice when he's done that before. So I guess now is, people were like, why wasn't it an issue his rookie season when he made it to the playoffs and trained, but the 1 year he does bad, it's an issue. Then come to find out that we also find out that the Patriots organization lost trust and hope for Mac Jones. So there's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes. Frank, I want to get your take on it since you are Bill Belichick's secretary and right-hand man.
When I heard it, I found I don't know. I know Belichick is private and he doesn't like his players going outside the house. But he went to Nick Saban, and that Nick Saban's a branch off the Belichick tree. As a matter of fact, they have a good relationship. A lot of players from Alabama come to the Patriots because of the relationship Nick Saban got. Plus, his OC when he played was Bill O'Brien in Alabama. So why not go to where you get the coaching from? So I'm a little on that part of it. I don't know if that's the real reason behind them being upset with him. He wasn't getting the help he needed. He went home. That's no different than one of us transferring, going somewhere else, and we need help with something. We're going to reach out to the people that were there for us or that trained us. So we're going to go reach out to other people. Some people might not like that, He obviously didn't. As far as trust in him, I think the numbers speak for themselves. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't, but sometimes numbers don't tell the whole story. And yes, he regressed. He did regress last year, but let's look at what he was dealing with. He had a defensive coordinator.
A defensive coordinator.
Calling offensive plays. He had
and a special team coach as a
Yep.
QB coach.
As a QB coach. Exactly. So he didn't really have the experience at that position that he needed to help. You know, we saw what he did when Josh McDaniel was there. He was up for rookie of the year. He had, his numbers were great. He was doing well with nobody, with nobody at wide.
Frank, that's like you go into V2 and being the LCPO of the
Yeah,
ABEs.
I'm out my world, you know. I'm a struggle a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So he struggled. I think the bigger part to this is not just that. I also feel like it also deals with how he was dealing with the situation during the season. You know, Belichick's not used to players lashing out, showing emotion like that. Yeah, you saw it once or twice with Brady and Bill
He
O'Brien.
was frustrated.
But he's younger. This generation's different, you know. These kids today, they don't care
They
about
express their feelings a lot more.
So I think it's horseshit. Um, yeah, I think it's horseshit. I think there's more there, like I said in the text, than just him going to reach out. I think there's a lot more, and Belichick's very private. But while we're on the topic of it, they've been on, you know, Belichick's under the gun right now, they're saying. And it's because when the owner Robert Kraft was asked at the owners and coaches meeting if Belichick was he there for the future, his response wasn't like, yeah, he's gonna be here to beat the record. He was like, yeah, it'd be nice to see him beat the record, you know. It wasn't definitive. He's like, I've given him the reins to do what he needs to do. I've paid the money. That sounds like a person washing his hands with it, right? Like, hey, I did whatever they asked me to. Then they also brought up what Belichick said. I tell my friends, look at the last 25 years. He was really scrutinized for that because of people like Teddy Bruschi, who played for Belichick, got 3 Super Bowls with Belichick, said, how you gonna say look at the last 25 years when you would tell us every year it doesn't matter what you did last year is what you do this year. So don't look at the past. So there's a lot going there in Pat's Nation, a lot going on. You know, the Meek Mill tweet to Robert Kraft about Lamar Jackson and people saying why not. There were some people under the gun too. They said if Mac Jones was being shopped around, why weren't some teams that could use a quarterback reaching out? You know, so what's up?
So, yes, I know Bill O'Brien worked with the Patriots before, right? While Mac Jones was at Alabama, right? Like these past couple of weeks training, Bill O'Brien was there, right? So you can't really say that he's going to outside sources for training that's getting you mad, because teams and organization off-season training starts this upcoming Monday. So from the time they are no longer, from the time the football season ends till the middle of April, that's their time to go do. That's why people go to LA or they go down to Miami, Florida, and start throwing and stuff. The team's organization workouts don't start until mid-April. So if you would have done it after the New England's off-season training started, I understand why they would be frustrated. But he's going to Alabama to not only your offensive coordinator that you guys rehired, but also a guy that he worked with in Alabama. So why would you shop him around the other teams secretly, discreetly, if you're giving him somebody who is an offensive coordinator, who did well in your program and also worked with your QB1 in college? Like, it makes no sense to me.
I don't know what he, you know, here's my thing. All right. If we speak and we're all owners or coaches, I'm gonna relate it to work. I tell my guys, don't go outside a department until you give a person a time.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm big on that. If when I was sitting DLCPO, I would tell them, if you go to your chief and your chief can't make it happen, before you take this outside of the department, come see me. Come see me. But give them a chance first to do what they supposed to do. And if not, don't air us out. Let me try to fix it. And if I can't fix it and I can't get you to help, then you do what you got to do. Because maybe I don't have the connections to get it done. So maybe
resources.
You know, maybe he didn't just ask for help. Maybe he voiced some stuff that got back
Thank you.
where it seems
Thank
like
you.
he's, complaining about the organization. Remember, Belichick's
Thank you.
everybody talks about this Patriot way, and the problem with the system is that everybody thinks because Brady's gone and McCourty's gone, all these people that you're winning with are gone, especially Brady. You don't have anybody to help you have the buy-in. It's easier when you're, let's say we're all in recruiting district, right? And you just wrote 100 contracts in 3 years. You got your Centurion Award, you got it. But here I am at end of the month because you rolled a donut and I'm chewing you out after you just got an award. People are gonna see like, oh shit, if Alexis is getting chewed out and she just won the Centurion Award for not writing a contract, then it's fair game. And then you take it, it's gonna get buy-in from the people. So when he was yelling at Brady, like I can get Joe Schmo from South Boston High School to come throw the football, and Brady would take it, the other players will fall in line. You don't have that no more. So I don't know. Nikki, you was chiming in, so I'm assuming you have.
Yeah, I was trying to be patient.
Yeah. Go ahead. I know.
Because you kind of touched on the where I was going, right? We have to keep in mind, right? Because you said a few things that I'm like, true, but you got to look at it at a big picture. You got to keep in mind, all we know is they were shopping around. We don't know anything else. It's always more to the story. So yeah, he used to go here. He used to think and da. How about if he did share a little bit more frustration? We already know that he shared a little frustration on the field. Sometimes shit like that bleed over. It's just little conversation. Hey, blah, blah, blah. And then you start talking. And it's not even talking to talk bad. Sometimes a vent session is sometimes passed on different than me just venting. So I think it's a little bit more to the story, especially with somebody that is private. I'm sorry. If I'm how you doing? If I'm a private person, I don't give a damn how it comes out. I'm always going to take offense. I don't like my business out there. That's number one. Number two, like Frank, you just said, Belichick right now, unfortunately, all eyes is on him. You get what I'm saying? Hey, you're so great. What's going on? And not even what's going on in a bad or a good way. People are looking at him. So besides that, there's a little bit of personal pressure. You know what I mean? So I think it's more to the story than we might really know it is. And it's just kind of hard. I feel like I have a tendency to hear a partial story and then give my thing. And then later on when I hear more, then I start changing. I don't know. I just think it's more to the story than we actually really know.
Right. I agree. June?
Yeah, you guys kind of took it to the ground. You guys took it to the ground, Belichick versus Mac Jones in that situation. I think the entire organization is it's a lot of spotlight on ever since Brady left, and they're to try to find that success after he left is gonna bring this type of drama because now you're just trying to find the missing piece. What gear works, what gear doesn't, and Mac Jones venting his stuff. I don't know what's going on with Bill Belichick, but I just think the entire organization, ever since Brady left, is gonna bring this type of shade, unfortunately. But that's just what it is. So Belichick is gonna be Belichick. The decisions that team doesn't make is always gonna be because of kind of what Belichick wants in that system. But at the same time, like you said, he's under the gun. So what does that organization do? For example, the Lamar Jackson thing, right? What if they would have picked up Lamar Jackson? Or was it a Belichick down check? So that's why it didn't work out. So I don't know, my dude's venting.
I think like I was frustrated a week ago and because of this conversation brought up other things, right? And a lot of people are criticizing Belichick because he's a defensive coordinator And they're comparing him. And Shady McCoy has said something, and it really bothered me because when you get when he brought up Andy Reid, and like he was on Andy Reid's nuts, and he's the greatest coach, and look what he did. And he don't realize Andy Reid in Philly went to 1 Super Bowl and 4 NFC championships and lost. He had Donovan McNabb. He had a good defense. They had weapons down there. Then he gets to the Chiefs. The Chiefs were a quarterback away from winning, and he happens to get the best quarterback in the draft and the best quarterback playing right now in Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it when you have that, and yes, I'm not taking away from his acumen as an offensive coordinator, but if you were that good of an offensive coordinator, great coach, then why you went to 4 NFC championships, only went to 1 Super Bowl, and you didn't even win that Super Bowl? You lost to Belichick defense in that Super Bowl. Then you're in and last time Mahomes got stopped in the AFC Championship game, it was Bill Belichick's defense and that offense. So, to me, I don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's all Brady, them 6 Super Bowls, because we know that the first 3 Super Bowls, that defense kind of won it for them. Hell, for them, because that game against the Rams, they held them. The second Rams one, they held them to what, 3 points? That's unheard of. It was, but the point is that I think it's a little bit of everybody, and I've said it. To me, I think it has to do with ownership, the coaching, and the players. But you said it best, June. It takes sometimes we lose one piece, and it throws us off, and we have to find that. And we like to think that everything's a system, so it should bounce back up. But then it's evolved. It's evolved. Look at the talent. You got Trevor down in Jacks. He's finally showing us who he is. You have Josh Allen. You have Tua now doing pretty good. If he can stay concussion free, hey, the Dolphins are in it. You got Mahomes. You got Burrow. You still got Lamar out there somewhere. You got Watson. You got Jay Herbo. There's a lot of quarterbacks in that conference that when we're talking about a 20-year span of winning, we can probably name in one hand the 5 best quarterbacks in that time frame. Big Ben, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Phillip Rivers, and who else? Exactly. So now name 10: Trevor, Mahomes, Burrows, Lamar. Who else? Tua, Josh. That's 6, and Watson. If you want to go there, 7. Herbo. I mean, you could name 10 people. Oh, now you got Russell Wilson in there now. You know what I'm saying? That maybe this is better. If the competition is different, bro, it's just different. And let's be honest, the Chiefs have they've been ahead of the games because they already had a squad, and they have chemistry, and they have coaching, and they have this, and they have that, and you know what? They have Mahomes, and when you have all that going for you, you're gonna be in the conversation every year. So
while we're talking, sorry, Frank. So while we're talking about the Patriots, this was on Twitter about 2 days ago, so I saved it in my phone. And look how different the rosters were 4 years ago. 4 years ago for the Patriots.
And what's crazy, right? So they're making fun of Juju. The herd is like, oh, the Steelers got rid of him. He did good for the Chiefs, but they moved on from him, and the Patriots picked him up. And I get it. He could have been distracted when he first came in with other things. But
me and him were doing TikToks together.
Yeah, you can't take away from the fact that he does have some kind of talent, right? And you already know he's not your wide receiver 1.
Right.
That was the mistake in Pittsburgh when AB left, was forcing him into that role when that's not what he was.
That's why he got injured.
Yeah. So he goes to the Chiefs, and guess what? He's not your number 1 weapon. And
but he makes the plays when it needs to be.
Did good in the Super Bowl. He did great in the Super Bowl. So now, you look at it different. I don't know. To me, yeah, the roster's different. When 19, Brady already have been playing since 2001. You're looking at 18 years, and chemistry with Julian Edelman. I mean, everybody knows Julian Edelman's story.
Sony Michel was He was good, but he was back and forth injury.
Yeah.
Like kind of like how Miles Sanders was for the Eagles.
His best season was when they won the Super Bowl with him. That was his best season.
I like how when I said that, June just looked up. Like, excuse me? Keep
So,
my
and,
name out your mouth.
and look, and Josh Gordon, I mean,
Mhm.
he couldn't stay clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just different. The difference is coaching. You had coaching. You had Josh McDaniels. You had Dante Scarnecchia, offensive line coach. You had so much more stuff in that team.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't think Mac Jones the problem. I'm not going to say he's going to win your Super Bowl, but I think it's bigger problems there than just, you know, him getting help.
So speaking of the
I agree.
Patriots, something we didn't record last week, something I forgot to put in the notes is the Raiders have hired former Patriots wide receiver Danny Amendola as their new coaching assistant / returners. Amendola joins former Patriots employees such as head coach Josh McDaniels, GM Dave Ziegler, and QBs Jimmy Garoppolo and Brian Hoyer. So we're looking at New England 2.0.
It's the same thing they did in Detroit when old boy went down there to be the head coach. I mean, I'm glad.
I'm happy for him.
Dola's getting a job. He was a good player. He was solid. You know, again, I'll take a team like that over high name players any day. You know what I'm saying? You knew what you was gonna get. You knew what you was gonna get. They had the chemistry. I mean, they were just playing football on the beach, all of them together. It was Julian, Jules, Dola, Gronk, Brady, all of them playing football together on the beach still. So that tells you the chemistry and the connection they had. And when you take that to the field and you translate that, look, that's what Mahomes
It worked.
did. Yeah, that's what Mahomes did with Juju, Sky Moore, all these guys at the offseason. He took them to Texas and they were throwing the ball. And you know, he built the chemistry. That's what Aaron Rodgers didn't do with his young receivers to build chemistry.
Kenny Pickett just did that this year in Miami with all his receivers and tight end and Najee.
Yeah, because it only makes sense. You want to, you know, we have a chemistry. All of us, we have a chemistry, but you know, we spent a lot of time on the phone talking. If we didn't know each other and we just throw each other on this podcast and make it work, it's gonna be weird. You know what I'm saying? But we have that, and when you have that, it's easy to make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could
Right.
see it though, but it's okay.
I know. Odell Beckham signs with the Baltimore Ravens for 1 year up to $18 million. $18 million.
June, go ahead, man.
And I think it's amazing for Lamar Jackson. I'm actually throw some positive shade that way. Normally, I've been throwing some negative shade because I was tired of the stories about Lamar. So I'm gonna throw some positive stuff out there. I think it's dope for the Ravens. I think it's dope for Lamar Jackson. I think it's cool for OBJ. I think he's overpaid in my opinion, but it still doesn't solve the other issues that they have going on over there. I mean, is he gonna play with a chip on his shoulder, or is he just really gonna play? He's playing for 31 million. Back of my head, I'm always gonna think about something else. What's his name? Donnie Jones or whatever his name is.
Donnie, that's so funny.
But I mean, right now he has. Who's the running back over there?
Where?
Saquon. Oh, where?
In the Ravens.
Oh,
I'm not sure,
injured.
but
They're all injured. I know Devontae Freeman was over there.
So anytime I think of the Ravens, right? Ironically, I really just think about Andrews, believe it or not. I don't think about Lamar Jackson anymore, but I always think about a solid football player that's there week in and week out. Is Andrews, right? And in my opinion, he's probably the best offensive weapon that they have over there. Not taking shade away from anything, not throwing shade on anyone else or Lamar Jackson's talent, However, everything that transpired in the last year
Oh my
kind
God.
of persuaded it persuaded me a whole different way of the level of play that he's willing to give. Not that he has, that he's willing to give, which is a big difference. So now you add OBJ, right? That's coming off an ACL tear. Are you paying him $18 million? Yeah, he's good. But how good is he? How much of an impact is he really gonna make? Is he $18 million worth of an impact? But I am happy for Lamar Jackson. Now he has OBJ. Hopefully they could pick up another receiver in the draft, and they can solidify that offense over there.
So I have a question. Do you think Lamar still wants the contract that he wants, or do you think that he's going to sign what the Ravens want to get him now that he has another weapon to work with on the offense to be more successful?
I think it depends on what they do in the draft and what they place around him, because that way it's going to eliminate any other excuses that he's going to have. So that's what I personally think.
I think if he doesn't play, it's messed up. Because he drafted Odell. He called Odell. Matter of fact, after they signed,
He posted on
they went out to the club. They was hanging out together at the club together afterwards, partying and stuff. And Odell, they did overpay for him. They paid 4 times what people saying he's worth. We all know he's not a wide receiver one. He did great in the Rams because he wasn't the main target. He probably would have been a Super Bowl MVP if he never got hurt, but I don't know. To put you can't. I don't think you could put that much stock in Odell like you used to. He is a natural talent, but Lamar, you got to make a choice, bro. Are you playing on this franchise tag and betting on yourself again, or you gonna sit out and try to get your money? But something got to give. Something has to give. Nick, what's up? You want to say something?
Say
So
something. I heard something.
June, that was 100% shade. There's no way you're gonna say that wasn't shade. But it is your
How was it
opinion.
shade?
So
Well, how was it
hold on.
shade? It's been a while, so I guess get me
Oh,
acclimated back to this podcast.
I was gonna tell you after I said that it is 100% your thingy, because there's no way you're gonna say, when I think of the Ravens, the first person that comes to mind is Andrews. That's a lie. Andrew might be a close second, but there's no way that that's the first person that comes to mind. But again, that is your truth. So I'll allow you to have your truth, but that is 1,000% shade. Number 2,
Now,
Odell was the.
I didn't say ever.
May
Now,
I
all right,
Joe,
go
I
ahead, go
swear to
ahead, go
God,
ahead.
when you talk, I said nothing.
All
I
right,
said nothing but anybody's vote. Okay.
I knew you wanted
Number
to though.
2,
I heard it.
I just said once I had the opportunity, I would. Number 2, Odell was a focus point when he played with the Rams. If you remember, um, once he went down, it was like, Cooper Kupp, where are you? It was the last few minutes is when Cooper Kupp stepped up. I think because they both was there, you know, you had to pick who was you gonna cover. And Odell, hey, it is what it is, right? And because nobody was giving nothing to Cooper Kupp. And when Odell went down, Cooper Kupp still couldn't find a way till the very end. And we already know it was and not to downplay the Rams. At the end of the day, they won. But it really was a fluke on the Bengals. I 1,000% agree with everyone. He did definitely got overpaid. Then it goes back. It makes you think of the comment where he was like, "Whoever said I was asking for 14 million? Was it 14 million that he said? Was that the number? But then you get paid 18. Can we not question that comment? That whoever said I wanted 14 or whatever number, it definitely was lower than 18. But yeah, I mean,
Odell?
yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he said he's not getting he's not going less than 4, or he's not getting paid 4 or less. He's not.
No, yeah, what did he say? It was some quote that was like, when did I ever say that I wouldn't play, or something about less than this? Like, I never said a money amount, and now he's even got paid more than whatever that statement is. So it makes you question, did you not or did you, right? Because at the end of
And
the
I'm so
day,
confused on where the quote is saying that I said 20. All I'm saying is
okay,
4 mil ain't enough.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
50 million guaranteed with 3 million in incentives.
Mhm.
It's still too much. Still too much.
Yeah. So yeah, I said it 1,000% agree that what they paid him, it might be a lot. I mean, not might be, it's definitely a lot. But again, what are they paying for? The name, the talent, I mean, it's a lot of people, and I hate to say Deshaun, you know, they knew Deshaun wasn't gonna play for 10 games. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, this money game has been misconstrued, messed up, just because they've given other people deals that we're still scratching our head for. So I don't know. It is what it is at this point. At the end of the day, the people got the money. It didn't.
Facts.
The question that you asked, Bree, you said, do you think Lamar? I didn't catch the whole question.
So my question was, do you think that Lamar still wants the contract that he wants, or do you think he's gonna take what the Ravens want to give him, which was the 120 mil? Yeah, it was like 1,200 mil for 3 years. Now that he has strong, they added another strong offensive weapon to help him out.
Yeah, but I guess I'm confused with the question because I don't. Now y'all could correct me.
Like now that, so basically now that
Mm-hmm.
they're actually getting good people, or they added a good wide receiver, right, to
but
the Ravens offense, right? Everyone always said Lamar, Lamar, he doesn't have any weapons. He only has Mark Andrews and Mark Andrews only. They don't ever find him good wide receivers. They don't find him any good people. They added Odell, and like June said, let's see what they do for the draft, right? Talks are that they're going to start building that offense during the draft, right? Being that they are going to work to make Lamar more successful and more versatile, right? Meaning he can throw the ball to stronger weapons. Do you think that he still wants that money that he wants, or is he going to take the money that the Ravens want to give him?
So my question to you is, the question, now you can correct me, the way the question is being asked is like, hey, now that they have help, right? Do you think Lamar would take more less money? But Lamar never said he wanted more money because he had less help. Lamar always said he wanted money because he felt like that's what he was worth. It was never about who else was on the field with him. So I mean, I'm a little
Well, I think
confused
the reason
about
why
the
I'm asking that question is because I think the reason why I'm asking that question is because he requested a trade. He wants nothing to do with he wants out of the Ravens, He's been very vocal on Twitter that he's not happy there, right? The minute that they signed Odell, now he's posting, FaceTime selfies with him. He's happy, he's excited, like he's hyped, right? As if a week and a half ago, he didn't want shit to do with this organization. Now that they got a wide receiver, now he's hyped, he's fucking happy, he's loving everything Baltimore again.
Yeah, but I think you're blending two different things together. And what I mean is, the man always said he wanted money because this is what he thought he was worth. It had nothing to do with who was on the field with him. Like, he's like, if you will pay this quarterback this and that, it had nothing to do with what was around him. So I think you saying, oh, you think he's not going to ask for the money because he got Odell? Like, the money wasn't because he said, you don't have the players around me. The money was because I felt like I was worth this. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't. So
But that was mainly the reason why, because at the end of the day, Baltimore is not going to pay him that money that he wants, right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
I think the way people, because it's been speculated. Let's say it's been speculated on other talk shows where they were saying part of the reason he wants out is because they don't have weapons. Wide receivers stay away from there.
Lamar never said that.
No, that's what I said. Speculation. Lamar hasn't talked. Let's just be real. All Lamar has said is, "I want more money," and then all Lamar says is, "Oh, who needs an agent when they get offered me 133 mil for 3 years guaranteed?" That's the problem here, is that Lamar hasn't said anything. He doesn't say what he wants. He doesn't say what would take.
No, he has said what he wanted. He wanted this amount guaranteed.
Exactly. He said he wants something like what Watson has.
He wants guaranteed what Watson has.
Yeah, so everybody says, "Oh, you should get an agent for them to negotiate." Even Shady McCoy said, "You don't." LaShawn McCoy said it. Nobody ever gets what they really want. You know what I'm saying? You meet somewhere in the middle, and if it makes sense for both sides, if it's a win-win, you make the deal. So a lot of people speculated, like, why does he want out of Baltimore? One, Baltimore never really had a Pro Bowl receiver. They never drafted one, I should say. They brought Steve Smith in. They brought older veteran players that worked out for them. But as far as drafting a wide receiver, a Pro Bowl at that level, they never done. Since Lamar got there, because Lamar is more of a run first, then pass. When in school, he was actually a pass first, then run. Receivers don't want to go there because they're not going to get the ball, right? They're not going to get the attention. So a lot of people speculated, well, maybe if they would have gave him weapons like they did for Joe Burrow, like they've done for Mahomes, for Josh, hold up, Bree, like they've done for guys, maybe he would want to stay there. So I think the question could be relatable if you're looking at the fact of what makes him happy. Like you said, he never said it. It's awesome.
Yeah, but in my head, it's like, I don't know why we would speculate that when the small that he said is, I want to get paid like someone else. Never said because of other people on or off the field. It's because he said, like, he deserved this pay, especially if you're paying a quarterback in his head that hasn't shown in so long. I mean, I just feel, well, you know, I mean, again, it's just a question, but I think it goes off of speculation. And even the small that he said, it's never been because you didn't have weapons.
So this is my theory, and I stand by this. You can agree, you could agree, you could disagree, but this is my theory, and this is what I stand on. I feel that Lamar feels like he deserves more money is because he puts that team on his back every single season, right? And he doesn't have the weapons to do it. And I feel like it's facts, like 90% of the team, like the offense is successful because of Lamar, right? So I feel like that's why he wants some more money. He feels like he deserves that because he puts that team on his back without weapons. Now, when it comes to trade, I feel, sorry, this is my opinion, you don't have to agree, that if a team that wanted him with powerhouse weapons, he would take less than what he wanted from Baltimore if he had a team that had a powerhouse. So, for example, if Miami's like, hey, come to Miami, but we're not going to give you what you want, but we can give you this, I guarantee you he'll take it.
Yeah, well, another speculation because it hasn't happened. I'm not. Yeah, that's your theory. It's not. I mean, I don't think your theory is wrong. I just don't. I don't know. I just feel like it's like what I said. He might not have said much, but the small that he said has never been because this and that. Now I agree with you. And that's why I said Jones' statement.
But I do feel like that's why. I do.
No,
like
and look, Bree, you might not be wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong, but that's why I go back to why I say June's statement is like somebody to say that, you know, and he might feel that, but that is honestly the truth. He puts the team on his back, and then for you to say the first person you think about is Andrews, is like, okay.
I mean,
the first person I hear Baltimore is Ray Rice.
But Lamar,
to each his own. To each his own.
He's even said in some tweet or something where he's thinking about changing the number. Like he's not saying he wants that completely. I feel like what he wants is to feel appreciated, right?
Yes, come on. The man said it. You gonna pay Watson, then I should get that.
Yeah, but I think he's
and I'm not saying that's wrong, but I'm not saying that's right. I'm sorry.
I think this is good because I think if Bree does this right, we could transition to another contract talk after this one. But the problem here is the Ravens had never intended to pay him this much money. Because if they would have paid him the money, they would have signed him to an extension when he was a unanimous MVP, when he proved that he can do it, and he would have been fine. But no, you know, they didn't. And now he sees Deshaun Watson, who's in his eyes, he feels is subpar to him. But I mean, Deshaun, when he first came in the league, was MVP talks until he got injured. Was going to break the single record for rookie touchdowns. Like the dude was killing it in Texas. without half the weapons. Well, he had weapons. Let me stop capping. He did have Hopkins. He had boy. But I mean, the point is, he wasn't that bad.
Watts. He had a lot, but anyway.
He had, he had Watts. He had his people. But the end of the day is, I can't count somebody else's pockets, man. I don't care
1,000%.
how
1,000%.
good I think I am. If
At the end of the day, get you a fucking agent.
yeah, I mean,
So really quick before we move on, Nikki. So it's not that I don't think about Lamar Jackson being the franchise or the face of the Ravens, right? I think that with all the drama that he created around himself, and he being that star of that team, I think it has taken somewhat of credibility away from whatever it is that he's trying to prove. At first, yes, I thought he deserved the contract. Now it dragged on for so long that it shows that I personally think he can't negotiate for shit. So he didn't get what he wanted. Because if he would have got what he wanted by now.
Yeah,
And
but
the
isn't
Ravens
Andrews
took that.
not even part of the Ravens no more?
No,
Andrews is still
What
a
do you mean?
Raven.
Mark answered it.
in my opinion, it goes back to what I said during the season.
Sorry.
All them passes probably went
Playing
to
tournaments.
Andrews.
My bad.
Hey, all them passes probably went to Andrews. All those touchdowns, a good portion of them went to Andrews. And in my opinion, when that stuff comes through, I think about, what if Andrews wasn't in that team? How effective or how much of an impact would that really make? Will it be more on his legs than anything? So I'm not taking nothing away from Lamar Jackson at all. But what I'm saying right now, if I'm doing my fantasy, I'm thinking about, I gotta hurry up and pick Andrews, because I know I can get another quarterback.
Yeah, you can stream quarterbacks. Yeah, you can do it. You can pick depending what defense they're playing. So I have a question for the group, right? And this Nikki made me think about this. So thank you, Nikki. So if he never complained about the players being the problem as to why he wants more money or he's not happy with Baltimore, right? Because we can agree that he never really came out and said they don't get me weapons, But by him wanting so much money, guaranteed, if the team would do that, then he doesn't care about winning. Because you can't bring players in if my cap is tapped up with you the whole time. Right? Because you're not winning.
When they give him all that money, they can't bring nobody in.
You have one playoff win.
So that goes back to what I was saying. It never was about the people around him, though.
No, that's the question I'm bringing up. It's not about him saying that. What I'm asking you is it a selfish move on him to want all this money, and then that locks the team in when they can't bring people in to help him win?
I think we said that in the past, where we it's a fine line or a balance that you just have to be willing to give or have, right? It's either going to be all about me in a sense, or me take care of me, or what can we do where it's the betterment of the team, right? Now let's use Deshaun Watson for example. They guarantee all this woo woo woo. But this year they reconstructed the contract. You get what I'm saying? So I think that Lamar had reached a point where he's like, take care of me. And I think he ended up putting his foot down, where I'm not mad that you want to get taken care of, but it also is a team sport. You get what I'm saying? And I think he, in the midst of trying to take care of him, he lost vision of that. And now it's just gone so far back. It has gone too far. I don't know if he's just, fuck it, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh well, you know what I mean? Like,
and that's my only issue. A lot of stuff has come out over the last couple of weeks. A lot of good takes. I think some people I think are a little too over the top with it. And I think some people are too over. I think some people are too, and I think some people are in the middle. And I think that when you start calling out what Lamar has done, and it's something that they all say, he had one great year. That was his MVP year. And he's been injured the last 2 seasons toward the end. And that could be because he's taking the team on. That could be because he feels that he has no other option. But the best availability is the best ability is availability. And you're giving people a reason to doubt it, So I don't know. Lamar, get a fucking agent. Go ahead, Bree.
Speaking of agents, this person has a female agent.
I think it's bad.
Did it the right way. And there is speculations on what this individual's contract extension will be, and that is Jalen Hurts. So Frank posted a YouTube video of them speaking about it. It was on the Hurt, right?
Yep. No, speak. There's 2. I did 2. I did speak, and I think I did the Hurt. So yeah.
Okay. So there's speculations, or there's people are giving their prediction on what the Eagles should pay Jalen Hurts under an extension and what his new contract should look like. So the one that Frank said to speak, hold on, I gotta go back to it. 7 years, $345 million deal.
That's what they're saying. Yeah, that's the word.
That's what they're saying. Yeah. For 7 years, that's not bad. For 7.
No. So I want June's take on this before we go in. This is his team.
For 7, remember, that's 7 years. That's not bad. For 7 years, that's a reasonable number for 7.
Yeah, I think
not
so.
For 3, not 5.
That's kind of what Mahomes did. He did a 10-year deal and then restructured again. I mean, go ahead, June. Go ahead. Let I want to hear you. It's your team, brother. It's your quarterback.
All right, look, the man deserves it. You know what I mean? First of all, I'm gonna start there. First of all, the man deserves it. He's shown that he's not selfish. He hasn't been all over social media saying I deserve this or I deserve that. He's left the contract talks all the way to the end of the season while the team adds around him. And now he's willing to negotiate. That's what it seems. The man deserves it. He's shown it. I mean, it ain't nothing but progress with him. We lost the Super Bowl. It wasn't because of him.
Definitely wasn't.
So in my opinion, pay the man. I'll risk it. He's shown nothing but dedication, but dedication and heart, and he put the team on his back based on the skill set that he keeps on progressing with. I don't think he's even reached the ceiling to what his capabilities of his skill set could take him. So I'm excited for it. Pay him 7 years. Fuck.
That I agree with everything June said.
Yeah, I think so. I saw the point the guy was trying to make on speak. I get it, but as much as I understand what you're trying to say, you got to take the chance with that deal, man, because if you don't pay him now, let's say he F around, you fuck around and find out the dude wins the Super Bowl in the next 2 years. And now you really got to pay him. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to pay him. So no, give him the money now. And you know what, June? I reward certain things, right? And my certain things for reward is that he's doing it the right way. You know, he's not on social media. He's not creating. He has an agent. He's saying, listen, I'll take this deal, bring players in. I'm about the team. I like that. I like that in a player. That's selfless. That's selfless, not selfish. You know what I'm saying? Selfless. And he's willing to do that. And I think I would reward it with a contract. That's what I would do if I was them.
Facts. Speaking of contract, let's talk about franchise tags. So it was reported today that Saquon Barkley will not be signing his franchise tag and therefore will not be eligible to participate when the New York Giants offseason programs begins Monday. And Ian Rappaport also tweeted, among franchise tag players, Tony Pollard has signed his tag. Josh Jacobs, Lamar Jackson, Saquon Barkley, and Evan Ingram have not. No signed contract equals no offseason program. So what that means is basically until they sign their franchise tag, they can't do off-season training for their program. So right now, Saquon is in Arizona on his own trainers and stuff doing off-season stuff. I think they have until June until practice and training camp starts. So if they don't sign it between now and June, they cannot go and use the facilities off-season trainers to do off-season workouts. So
see, but
they probably like their own personal people and not what the organization provides for them.
I have a problem. I have a problem with Saquon in this.
But it's not just him.
Yeah, no, I know.
Well,
because Josh Jacob hasn't signed his either. Who's the other one?
or Lamar and Evan Ingram.
No.
Evan
Lamar and Evan
hasn't
Ingram.
signed. Here's Frank's right unsolicited advice on this one. No, Josh Jacobs, I can see the gripe. I can see it. You know what I'm saying? Lamar, I can see why you're not signing. Evan Ingram, you was hurt on the Giants. You go down to Jacksonville, you do good. I like you. I liked you when you was on the Giants. You wasn't available all the time. So go down there, you do good. You was maybe a catch away from not playing again. Then, Saquon, you ain't been around, bruh. You haven't been around. Sign the tag, take the guaranteed money, and next year, if you stay healthy, get more money. What's up?
I don't think it's saying like he's not going to sign it. I just think he's not going to sign it right now to do off-season training, with the facility. So, but that also makes me think like the off-season program is when the organizations have your off-season trainers to get you ready for the season, right? That don't start till Monday. So just like the whole Mac Jones thing, I don't think it was he went to Alabama to work out, because between the end of the season till this upcoming Monday, if they want to do workouts or trainings, they got to pay for that shit on their own. They can't do it at the facilities because the facilities will open up until this upcoming Monday. So hence why people go to Miami between February and March. Hence why people go to California or they go to Texas and they work out and stuff. So that's probably why he already has his people that he's comfortable with that could train him the right way before training camp does start. So I do feel like he's going to sign it. It's just if he don't sign it by Monday, he can't go to the Giants facility and do the off-season program.
Again, I think you're if you're part of the organization, sign it, go work out with the team, keep the unity going, the camaraderie, all that good stuff. Because if not, it's gonna show when you go to play. I don't know if it's about working at like who you work out with and where. I think that's stupid. That's money.
But they got that money for it.
True. Yeah, we're not millionaires, so for us it's different. Like, you're not gonna sign that tag. That's 15 mil,
yeah.
dog. You ain't doing it.
15 mil to them is $20.
Yeah. For real, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Hey, sign this tag. You gotta go work here for 15 mil. Oh, I'm signing it. When you got a bunch of money, nah, I'm not gonna do it. I wish these players, to be honest, took the same stance when it comes to certain things in the league that they do when it comes to getting these contracts.
Yeah.
Because if they had the same energy, there's a lot of things that would be different in the league if they would be able to boycott like they do now when they don't get what they want. So, anyways.
So I also think the pressure is on different people, right? and everything has to be a storyline, right? So Tony Pollard, everybody like, oh, he signed. Tony also got hurt. So signing was probably in his best interest anyway. You know what I'm saying? Um, like, you do you understand what I'm saying? Saquon Barkley, granted what you say, his performance this last season was Saquon Barkley of the old. Like, for a lot of games, he brought that team like on his back. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest. At times, it was like, how in the hell is the Giants still here? Like, how are we still talking about them? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, say he's inside, say, oh, Tony Pollard. Yeah, Tony Pollard got like it behoove him to sign. You know, where this person feel like, yo, I'm back. You know, so I don't know. I think it's just a storyline. Eventually, or sooner or later, or whatever, these people will sign. The people that haven't signed think they're worth more, or they want more, or like Bree said, it's just not really a priority right now in their head. Like, I know um shit,
Would
he ain't
you
going
would
nowhere.
you take
You know what I mean?
would you take Tony would you take Tony Pollard over Saquon?
I like Pollard though. I didn't pay attention to Saquon. Like, when he was hot, like, I didn't pay attention, I guess. By the time Pollard came in, I understood football a little bit more, watched football a little bit more. So I know Pollard. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? I don't really know Saquon. Like, I know he's great or whatever, but I didn't follow him. You know what I'm saying? When I started watching, he was already getting hurt. So I don't know.
Yeah,
But I would take Tony. I actually like Tony though.
I mean,
But
it,
nothing against Saquon. I just didn't.
a
I ain't grow with
healthy
Saquon.
Saquon, a healthy, like healthy.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The healthy Saquon for me was just last year.
Yeah, no, yeah. So yeah, we saw when he first came in, and he was promising. But again, wear and tear. We talked about this with Zeke a few weeks ago, about a couple of weeks ago. When we actually counted how many carries Zeke had in the league, it's no wonder the dude is beat down and diminished and can't run five yards without feeling tired, or the burst ain't the same. But he got over 1,000 carries. He was getting beat up.
Really?
But June, to answer your question though, I probably would go with Pollard. He's been more consistent lately, but he's also been able to share the backfield with another running back. So I don't know. We don't know what he looks like being the number one option and nobody else.
I thought he should have been number one anyway, but
We all did.
Man,
We
my
all
dude, my dude done took Elliott's pride. I mean, jeez, my dude can't even get a job anymore.
did I be saying with him feeling butthurt? Ain't nobody knocking at his door.
I mean, what you expect?
No.
You're not the same person, and you're not showing that people want to take that chance on you. I'm sorry. Again, it's what you give. I would bring Zeke on if I was the Titans. I got Derrick Henry. I bring Zeke on. Bring Zeke on, and then
Yeah, but
a third down back.
I don't know. Dallas might get there. That's what they're saying.
Who what? Who might get him?
Dallas.
Oh, get who? Derrick?
Yeah. That's what the talk has been like the last 2 days on Twitter.
Who they gonna give up?
That's a good question.
Who they gonna give up? They won't know.
Pollard is hurt though. I don't think Pollard will be back in time.
They won't know what to do with Derrick Henry. Listen, it's bad enough that you got a struggling quarterback that you just gave what his money to. You might want to. I don't know. It might work. He needs another wide receiver is what he needs.
We have one more topic before we get to our pictures. So Bucks linebacker Devin White wants a trade. So I was chatting with June about this. Twitter is buzzing. and they're telling one team and one team only to get him.
Who's that?
The Eagles.
Well, I mean,
You ain't hear what she said. She was telling Jim.
They're saying the Eagles one defensive player away from not making the same mistakes they made in a Super Bowl. Do you guys agree?
the secondary got ate up. That had nothing to do with
Yeah.
they were getting enough
I
pressure.
think
No, that's fact. That's
I think
facts.
it was a DC. I don't even blame. I
Oh
still
my
don't blame.
gosh.
You know how I told you how I felt about Gannon. I feel bad for Arizona, and there was the
I mean,
DC. He
Oh, that's
cost
so
us the
cute.
game.
Sorry.
That's to
That's so
replace the one that's on there now.
Yeah.
Frank, I'm gonna log in and put that in there.
You gonna look? Oh yeah, go ahead.
Not right now, but after. Oh, that's so cute.
No, I
So-
don't know, man. I kind of disagree, but then
Come
again,
on, Frank. Come on, bro.
man,
Don't do
because-
it, man. You know that.
listen, man. Look, I could understand that if he had cost you games. He had your team in the top 2 defense. The number 1 overall defense was the 49ers, and right behind them was the Eagles. And your defense manhandled the 49ers once you hurt Purdy. You know, once y'all took Purdy out the game, y'all had the game won. It was sold up. But it was, bro, think about it. For me to say the coaching, did you guys get out coached? Yes. 100% got out coached. Yes. Did Andy Reid or Eric Bieniemy out scheme y'all? Yes. Do I think they had help? Yes. I think what they said, who called them? What's your head coach, man? Dougie P called and said, "Hey, they over pursue, they over pursue. You can eat them up." But I mean, I don't know, man. I can't say that the coaching was that bad when you was almost undefeated. If Jalen Hurts, no, y'all lost with Hurts, so it doesn't matter. But the point is, y'all had one real loss. The other losses came at the backup. Your defense was awesome, bro. Awesome.
Jalen lost. So Jalen lost to the Commanders, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He had lost to the Commanders.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was his first
He
loss.
lost more.
Yeah, that's when we was like, okay. And what was suspect there? The run game. What was suspect against the Texans? The run game. The problem with the Texans was they couldn't convert when it came down to passing, but the Commanders did. And that was it. After that, man, y'all, come on, bro. I can't blame your defensive.
Look.
What's up, Bree?
Oh, it was to talk about Devin White, not to talk about what the Eagles did last season.
Sorry. So I think he should go there? I don't know. I thought my team could go after him too, but
But the Eagles, they have a huge void at that linebacker since CJ Gardner Johnson left. And Devin White averages 130 tackles, 10 tackles for loss, 6 sacks, 4 pass defenses, 1 forced fumble, and 2 fumble recoveries in 3 seasons.
I knew something was wrong.
I'll take him.
I mean, I would take him too. I think any team, any of our team would take him.
Those numbers are pretty nice.
But the dude's a beast, bro. He can run with a tight end. He can go after any quarterback. The dude's a monster. Like, let's just be clear. The guy's a monster. He locked down.
And the Bucs don't want to trade him, but he wants gone, so he don't have to do his 50-year option.
I mean, something had to happen there that he wants out. Maybe he figures,
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. What happened?
Maybe he feels I got my ring. We're not gonna go nowhere. The team is done. Brady's gone. We got Baker. You know, Godwin's hurt. Evans in there. Yeah, I don't want to see no more versus this dude. I'm out.
Speaking of the Bucs, they're bringing back them creamsicle jerseys. Did y'all see that this morning on Twitter?
No, I gotta look at it.
Oh, what? Wait. We talked about that during our first break today in class. I would get a Mike Evans creamsicle jersey. Can y'all see that?
Oh, I've seen those. Those are the old school ones, right?
Yeah, the old school creamsicle. They're bringing them back.
I gotta see
I
it.
would buy it just to have it. Dumb shits is sexy.
I'll say right now, listen, me personally, I mean, June, I tell you what. So let's say he goes to the Eagles. If y'all don't go all the way and win, what they gonna say now? Y'all was a DB away, a running back away.
But
Look,
like every team makes those excuses, like why they didn't win. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No,
all right. So we got some pictures.
You're right. They all do.
Oh, sorry, Frank.
No, I was just gonna say the team was damn near perfect. You know what I'm saying? Damn near.
I ain't gonna say that.
Hey, Frank, I'm not saying that he wasn't a good coach. What I'm saying is he cost us the Super Bowl.
Okay, you know what? I'll buy that.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
I'll buy that.
I'm not saying bad.
They weren't spanking them. They was just y'all had
he cost us
right side and the guys on the left side catching the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's it. I mean, and he cost us the Saints game, and he cost us almost the Arizona game, and he almost cost us the Colts game against a guy that was an analyst just a week ago. I mean,
to me,
I'm not even bringing those up. I'm not bringing those up though. You know what I mean? I'm just saying he cost us the Super Bowl.
All right. So the first picture, I just got a lot of these pictures off of Twitter and Facebook. So this one is QB tiers. Okay, so you got tier 1, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. Do we agree? Yay or nay?
Nay. Nay.
Let me see again.
Nay.
Well, hold on. Oh, nay.
Okay.
Nay.
Tier 2. Tier 2,
Jalen need to move.
Joe Burrow.
Stop, Nikki. Hold on. What do you mean?
Nay.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, Nikki. We be smooth rolling, you be talking that stuff.
Because
I would tier 1 would be Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, in my opinion.
You said Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, and Patrick Mahomes?
For tier 1, I would replace Josh Allen with I would replace him
right
Josh
there.
Allen.
Okay. Right in the money.
I could see that. I could.
Yeah,
I could.
I just know Joe needs to be in one.
Tier 2, Justin Fields, Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, Lamar.
No.
First off, listen, and that tier 2 alone, you can drop Justin Fields.
1,000%. You can move Joe Burrow 1,000%.
You know what I'm saying? Trevor's good tier 2. I think he's good.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think he turned around. Now I hope he continues it this year. But he did good last year.
Yeah.
Tua, you could even argue when healthy was tier 2.
Tier 2, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what? No, hell no. Nay. First, Kyler Murray's not even a tier 4 quarterback. Trey Lance? No. They're like tier 10.
We didn't get there yet.
It's kind of disrespectful that they have him up there after one game that he played that he lost to Chicago. And then they don't even have Purdy or Jimmy G up there.
Facts. You got
I think that would happen more tenure.
Whatever. I'm
Jimmy G not up there.
Yeah, that's why I said Trey Lance, who played one full game and lost to Chicago.
Listen,
is up there. But then you have Trey Lance up there over quarterbacks like
listen, I want to talk about
if Trey Lance is up there, Mac Jones. If Trey Lance is up there, Kenny Pickett should be up there. Who else? If Trey Lance is up there, who's another one that should be up there? You know?
Who should be up here?
Hell, Baker Mayfield. It's like if Trey Lance is up there, why is Baker Mayfield?
I agree.
Listen,
I agree.
Look where they put Aaron.
I know, I saw that. And I don't know if this is based on coming upcoming to this upcoming season.
Well, they have him in the Jets, and he hasn't even signed his contract with the Jets yet. That's funny. Mm-hmm. They got him with the Jets, and he hasn't even signed his contract. And Jared Goff 4? You can.
Yeah, I will put him in 3.
Three or 2.
I will put him in 3.
Yeah.
If
No, he'll be at 3.
If you have Kirk and Dak up in 3,
Facts.
Yeah. No, he should be in 3. Yeah.
Russell in 3.
I don't see him in
Russell,
4.
I will put Russell where Kirk Cousins is in the 3 tier.
There's no way.
Yeah, he's still on the
Wilson?
same tier.
You talking about Russell Wilson, the Denver Broncos quarterback?
Are you gonna put him in 4?
I'm not gonna lie. If I had a choice, I might even put Tyler Huntley in there and to replace somebody in here to replace Russell Wilson. Hate to say it, but
Yeah, I probably would have Russ in 4. If we're just going off of the kind of play last
year. Maybe he tier 4 in Call of Duty, but he ain't tier 4.
No, did he play?
He tier 1 Call of Duty.
Yeah, Call of Duty.
Did he play? I don't remember him. Did he play?
Yeah, he did.
He got hurt.
Yeah, he has his gamer tag. And
y'all
everything.
see how they made his.
Oh, you're not talking about Call of Duty.
Y'all see how. Okay, next picture. Okay, Steelers are in the Super Bowl. Pick one coach to win a game. I'll go first. Mike, I love you. Bill, I love you. But Chuck, no. I'm going Chuck, no.
Yeah, I would go no. He won 4. Go no.
I'm going to go Chuck, no. That was the coach of the real TB12.
Yeah. The old dude. Nah, I
do that a little bit of shade.
But
Chuck Noll is, if y'all don't know who he is, listeners, please do your research on him, learn more about him. That's a great dude right there.
No, he's definitely 4 Super Bowls in the 70s. Defense. Yeah, I mean, I can't. He has the experience. I'm going with the experience.
Yeah. Mike, I would say would be my second. 2 Super Bowls, 1 win as the head coach. Sorry, as the head coach.
Bill got that joy, though.
Hmm.
Bill Cowher got that mean joy. That joy.
I like Bill too.
I think got the mean jaw.
Yeah.
Yo, he looked like he was like one of them like mean head coaches. Like I would be scared to fuck up in the game because he's gonna rip me by my ear off the field. He probably did.
Face.
I mean, do you think it's fair to say that Mike hasn't had a fair shake at a Super Bowl or not at a Super Bowl, but winning, more than what he has?
What do you mean?
No, I think
like given the drama over there with No,
I think Mike he's had a winning season every year. Again, you look at the time when he came in and who was playing in the AFC. Competition was different.
And he had to start from scratch, basically.
Yeah.
It's slowly. You want to know a fun fact, though? All 3 of these head coaches are all defensive coaches.
I didn't know Knowles was, but I knew Cowher and Mike. I mean, look, again, he, I think he's been consistent. I'll tell you that much. I think he's been consistent.
Yes, I agree.
And I prefer consistency from up and down.
So this picture, the last time each NFL team drafted a quarterback in the first round. So you have the earliest or like the latest would be Kenny Pickett. And the furthest, the Raiders. No. The Cowboys. Troy Aikman was the last quarterback in Dallas to be drafted in the first round. No.
Yeah, that's
Archie Manning for the Saints.
Yeah, he would take the draw.
I thought it was just saying. Yeah, I thought.
He was
I didn't see
1971. None of us was even born.
God damn.
How can you miss him?
Born yet.
I missed him completely.
I did. I missed him completely. Maybe because he looks like Daniel Jones next to him.
Yeah, he does look like a mixture of both, to be honest.
Oh, Mac and no, that is if Mac and Daniel had a baby. That's why they put the right.
Danny Dimes, bro. Danny Dimes.
He got a big ass neck.
He does. They said Trey Lance
Like,
hit.
You crazy. Not compared to Mills. You see Mills?
Mills is but look at Mike Ryan's neck.
Damn, I never realized that.
We over here talking about neck.
And Paxton
Man,
Lynch's neck. Look,
I ain't
God damn.
gonna talk about
Maybe
nobody's
it's
neck, but
the
look at Trey
angle of
Lance.
how they took. Maybe it's the angle of how they took the picture because look at Trevor Lawrence's neck too.
Man, look at Trey Lance down there in the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Bro.
Look at
All
Carson Wentz's neck. I think it's the angle of how the picture was taken. Like,
Also, they
You
don't
just
have
need to
big
take a
necks.
moment.
They don't have big necks. If you look at Kyler Murray's neck, is wide, you know.
mhm.
They don't have girth at their neck. Their neck is not, huge.
Yeah.
Trey Lance losing his hair
All
already.
right, Frank.
Huh?
2023
Ended
season's
there.
coach ranking the best coaches in the NFL. Do we agree? I would tell you where I feel like
Hell no.
Sirianni should be above McVay.
He should be above.
Uh,
And
I tell
Harbaugh.
you, it might break some hearts.
So my top 5, I would keep 4 and put Sirianni. Oh, it would be a toss up between Sirianni and Shanahan for that number 5 spot.
so
But also, really, no, go ahead. Sorry.
no, go ahead. I'll wait.
Can we put Sean Payton in the top with the Broncos when we haven't really seen anything yet?
That's what I'm saying. What is this based off? Their names? Because if it's based off their
Because it can't be last year's season.
I think it has to be.
yeah, if it's their names, then I'm not gonna argue because the
Yeah.
first two are the probably the 2 oldest in the league with the most wins.
Sean Payton and Bill Belichick.
No,
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid, yeah. Look, if we're going off last year, obviously I'll bring Bill Belichick down some. I mean, he's in my opinion, he's one of the greatest coaches ever.
I think
But
it's name. It has to be like name.
unfortunately, the team is struggling. So the defense was good, but it's a whole team effort, So Sean Payton, it's got to be the name and reputation. And let's be honest, John Harbaugh was almost out of a job until Lamar Jackson started and saved them. But they were losing. So
Yeah.
Dable, 13. LaFleur.
I think it's named. That's a mistake. I think it has to be named like rep.
Yeah, I mean, because anyway, like I said, if we're going off accomplishments, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. All right, so most expensive free agents on offense. So this is since 2019. So it is ranked by their positions.
Mm-hmm.
So you got Derek Carr, Marcus Mariota, which is surprising because I forgot how much the Falcons gave Marcus Mariota when they signed him last offseason. Miles Sanders. So for 2023, Miles Sanders, Alan Lazard, Hayden Hurst, which was a good pick, Jawan Taylor, and Ben Powers.
I mean,
the Panthers did good in the free agency.
They did. I think 2022, you see what the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I think it worked out.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and also the Miami before Tua got hurt.
Yeah, Chase Edmonds, Terrell Armstead. So when did they get Tyreek Hill?
Last year too. But this is most expensive. Like the play.
Okay. I'm tracking. I am tracking what you're putting down now.
Most expensive.
Yeah, I think honestly, the 2023 look weak to me. Be honest.
It's funny that Le'Veon Bell was the most expensive in 2019 for the Jets when the Jets paid him $8 million less than what the Steelers were going to give him.
Yeah, that was stupid on his part. That was like the dumbest thing ever. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think the that looks weak in my opinion. I think the best looking one there would probably be the 2022.
22.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you can also go 2020 as well.
I guess so, but Jimmy Graham never really did anything in Chicago. Yeah, Brady won a Super Bowl, but and what Melvin Gordon has done since Emmanuel Sanders.
Yeah, you're right.
You know.
Okay. So rank these past 4 receiving classes. 1 being your favorite receiving year, 4 being your least. So you have 2019, Brown, Samuel Brown, Metcalf, Johnson, McLaurin is when they were drafted. 2020, you have Judy, Lamb, Jefferson, Ayuk, Higgins, and Pittman Jr. 2021, Chase, Waddle, Smith, Moore, Marshall Jr., and St. Brown. In 2022, London, Wilson, Olave, Dotson, Watson, Pickens. So we'll go one at a time. Say 4, 3, 2, 1 for which year. So we'll go with Frank first.
I'll do.
I'm sorry. What's the? I wasn't paying attention.
So these are the receiving classes per their draft year, and you rank them. 1 being your favorite receiving class, 4 being your least favorite. So you're gonna rank them 4, 3, 2, 1. So Frank's gonna go first.
2021.
3, 2.
No, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, like least. So
Like
one
least
best, right? Okay, least the best.
Yes, 1 is the
So I'm gonna go
4th place, 3rd place, 2nd place, 1st place.
22-4.
Mm-hmm.
4 being the best.
No, the worst.
4 being the least. 4th place, 3rd place, 2nd place, 1st place.
Okay.
So 4 is 2022. I would say 2020 would be 3. 2 is 19 and 1 is 21.
Okay. I'll go. So my 4th place is 2022. My 3rd place is 2020. My 2nd place is 2019. And my 1st place is 2021. All right.
I agree with Bree.
Yo,
June?
pay attention, yo.
No, I
I'm
am.
gonna go with
2022.
You paid attention.
she just agreed.
No, I actually, I was like, yeah, 2022 is forward. Like, and as I was looking, I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, she got it. Mm-hmm.
Look, 2021 is gonna be number 1.
That's exactly what she
22.
just said.
Other way. 4th place, 3rd place, 2nd place, 1st place.
But that's fine.
4th place is gonna be 19.
Okay.
What?
Hold on. It's my picks. These are my picks, Nikki. You know, she asked me. You didn't have anything. Remember, you went with hers. So 2021 is gonna 2022 is gonna be number 4. 2020 is gonna be number 3. 21 is gonna be number 2, and 19 is gonna be number 1.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. All right. So
everybody agree with 2022 being number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So your birthday is your NFL job. I just wanted to throw in a funny one. I saw this on Instagram. I took a screenshot. So according to my birthday, I'm the general manager of the Minnesota Vikings. So everyone's gonna say there's
for the Rams.
Huh?
I'm the
You
halftime.
said what?
I'm the halftime performer for the Rams.
Nice.
What's yours?
I'm the
I'm the
head
head-
coach for the Eagles.
No, you're not. Shut up. What's yours? You got the same birthday as Toby's. You're the offensive coordinator for who?
for the Chargers. We're gonna win.
That's a good that's a good one. Nikki, what's yours?
Said
Nikki,
we
who
gonna
you the head coach for?
I'm the head coach for the Falcons.
Mm. Who's the anybody the stadium DJ? That won't be too bad.
Do we know anybody? My grandma's is in November, and hers will be stadium DJ for the Philadelphia Eagles.
My
There it
mama's the
is.
groundkeeper. She's the groundkeeper for the Bills, and then my sister's the groundkeeper for the Browns.
Nikki would be the
I think
radio announcer for the Saints.
My
Yo, Frank got
dad,
the best job.
Yeah, Frank doing the halftime.
my
performance.
dad is the general manager for the Colts. What Pooh Bear?
Oh,
Pooh
gosh.
Bear is the me and Pooh Bear working together. While I'm the head coach for the Falcons, he's the general manager.
Ava will be the team owner of the Texans.
Oh, there go my sister. My older sister will be the stadium DJ for the Saints.
Look at that. Winning. Oh, December.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know. Damn, I was about to
NFL
look.
team off-season tier list, how every team's off-season has gone. So this is based off of free agency and what they've done in the off-season. So you have tier 1, the Falcons, Lions, Bears, Cowboys, Texans, and the Panthers. And I agree with this, especially with the Texans and Panthers. Exactly. So the Panthers made some good moves. The Texans basically drafted a whole 52-man NFL team with still the second most money. Falcons also made, I feel like the NFC South made a lot of crazy and good, smart moves because that division is wide open after Brady retired. So yeah, I think so. Tier 2, solid off season. You have the Broncos, Giants, Jets, Patriots, and Seattle. Tier 3, decent but not great. San Francisco Steelers, Eagles, Bengals, Dolphins, Raiders, Browns, and Saints. Tier 4, not so well. You have the Bills, Colts, Kansas City, Washington, Bucks, Vikings, Titans, and Jags. And tier 5, what did y'all do? Rams, Chargers, Cardinals, Ravens, and Green Bay. But I would probably move the Jets to tier 1 as well. Not because of Aaron Rodgers, but the moves they made to want Aaron Rodgers to go there. So Cowboys could have gotten Odell Beckham. That was where he wanted to go. The reason why he did not go to Dallas Cowboys is, I will tell you guys off season, because I'm not trying to have a lawsuit against me.
Oh, okay. I think it's okay. Honestly, I don't remember anything about much of anybody except the Texans and the Panthers doing what they did. And the Falcons.
The Falcons too.
Yeah.
I think those were the top 3 teams, the NFC South.
Yeah, I don't. Did the Jags do anything?
They just, I think they re-signed a few players, right? And then now they got Calvin Ridley back.
It's the Bucks are right.
What else, Nikki?
They got Baker not so well. They I don't know. I think it's straight. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, the Falcons and the Panthers are really making noise for that South division.
I think a lot of these people, what did y'all do?
Best NFL player per position. So quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, running back, Christian McCaffrey, wide receiver, Justin Jefferson, tight end, Travis Kelce, O-lineman, Trent Williams, defensive lineman, Chris Jones, defensive edge, Michael Parsons, linebacker, Fred Warner, cornerback, Sauce Gardner, and safety, Minka. Do we agree?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Some of it is
Frank,
solid.
you said no. Who would you change?
The tight end.
Kittle?
Of course, I knew Frank was gonna say that.
I would put George Kittle as the best.
Exactly.
Tight.
Get this guy off there. He doesn't like blocking. Fuck out of here. The tight end.
I think as much as I would love to change Travis Kelce, and I know you don't want to hear this, Frank. As much as I would love to change Travis Kelce, I think the impact that he has had in Kansas City has led them to that Super Bowl. Not just Mahomes, but I think without Travis Kelce, you don't have a Super Bowl.
You're right. You're right.
I disagree with you, bro. Listen, I'm not gonna take none away from what the man does on the field and how that team is put together and what he
Impact.
that franchise. You're 100% correct. It's being honest. Now, there's nothing wrong with this list. Wide receiver, you could put Chase up there, Jefferson. Those are beasts. Those are guys that are gonna go out there and they're gonna get it. The reason I said tight end is because what I like in a tight end is a Kettle, but Kettle has to stay healthy.
A versatile
Yeah.
tight end.
So, everything else is fine, man. I mean, these guys up here are studs. You know what I'm saying? Trent Williams, the only offensive lineman with a 99 in Madden ever. Like the dude's the beast.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with
You
this.
know who had an issue? You know who had an issue with this list?
Who?
Ramsey.
Because he's not on there?
Yeah.
You're crazy as hell.
I'm not lying.
You better be.
I'm not
Where are you
lying.
gonna put him? Where are you gonna put him? Like in the end, in the black spot.
Yeah,
all the way
you
to
just
the
gotta
end,
make
or-
another column
Yeah.
because and just put him under others. Cause
Nah.
I can see it now. He's like, Sauce Gardner above me? Really? You gonna put
yeah, of course. He just won the damn thingy.
offensive rookie of the defensive rookie of the year?
Yeah.
Yep. And that was the last one. That's a good episode.
It was. A lot of stuff we covered. It was 2 weeks worth of stuff, so that's good. I had a good time. I enjoyed it. I like the topics. Hopefully we can put to bed Lamar here soon. And stop talking about
We
it.
won't put him to bed until he gets an agent.
Yeah.
He ain't going to sleep till he get an agent.
What's going on?
I'll close out first. Great seeing you guys. We took a 2-week break. Nikki, so happy to see your lovely, beautiful face again. Great episode. Also, don't forget, we do have our Facebook page. We're going to be revamping it up a little bit. Instagram page might be coming soon. We also have a Twitter page, so make sure you follow that. I'm starting to be a little bit more interactive. Not interactive, but more. I log on a lot more now, so I'm going to start being more interactive on Twitter. But it's great seeing all my lovely co-hosts this week. Hopefully there's a lot new so we can report next week. Because after next week, I'll probably take about 2 weeks off to transition into moving. And that's all I have. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. And I hope everyone drinks their water and just stay safe for the rest of the month.
Listen, like she said, follow, like, subscribe, share, comment. We did the Facebook page. We got a Twitter. We're gonna do an IG. We're gonna put it up. So just anything you want to see, discussed, bring up or mention, leave us a comment and we'll look at it. You know, we might could entertain. Thanks for listening, June.
Hey, it's happy to see. I'm happy to see you guys. Nikki, happy to see you. I haven't seen you in like I don't know, 2 months, 3 months. I don't know. Feels like that. Frank, I feel like I haven't talked to you in forever. I know we texted the other day or whatever, but other than that, it's good to see you guys. Bree, talked to you the other day. Yesterday, matter of fact, earlier today about the NFL stuff. But let's go. Let's get this thing rocking.
So I talk to June at least once every week. So I'm very shocked. You might not have seen me, but June and I have talked. Anyway, digress. Listen, America. You know, it's always a great time when we come on here. I'm actually going to be on travel next week. However, I'm gonna be on here because I'm going to Cali. But I don't know. I'm excited. We'll see. We'll see this next season. I'm ready for it to kick off. But yeah, I guess till next time.
All right, y'all. Well, that's it for this week. See you guys next week.